welcome to What a Shift Show. I am Judi Diamond, your co-host with the talented, amazing, brilliant Laura. You have too many names for me to say. Pascal Brown, our tarot doula. And I actually have a question for you, and I'm hoping you're going to pull a card because I think it's the type of question that you probably get asked.
Okay. Hit me.
We have a long weekend coming, and I was going to do some what's called now trending bed rotting because I've been so busy working, which is where you pretty much stay in bed and get back to yourself. And this gentleman that I'm seeing is invited me for a weekend in Chicago, which is like a 4-hour drive. And I'm going back and forth. And I finally in my head said, no, you know what? I'm not going to go. Well, an hour after I decided that without telling him yet, I get a call from a friend of mine who said, I just want to tell you that it was great listening to you on the radio. You were talking about FOMO, and I'm thinking of going to see Pearl Jam in Chicago. And I went, and she goes, but it's like $900 a night. And I thought, this guy has a condo. He's got an extra room. Is this the universe telling me to go or not? And that's the question I have. Can you ask the cards, am I supposed to go on this trip or can I just stay at home? It was like, is this a message somewhere from the universe telling me, okay, you need to go to Chicago?
All right.
Now, is that a normal question you might get asked?
I mean, generally when people come to me, it's not just about a weekend, but there's a lot of questions like, should I move here? Should I move there? Am I in the right place? So, it's usually a bit longer period of time that people are worried about, but
And I'm like, short term, man.
Yeah, you're like, what do I do tomorrow? Fair
Right.
enough.
Okay.
Fair enough. All right, we'll ask the cards, see if they've got an opinion on this.
I think it's more of I wanted to know if the universe is talking to me or not.
All right, so this, not a subtle message, Judi Diamond. This is the Ace of Wands for anyone who can't see it, if you're listening to us. And the aces are all about the pure state that we come in with. And the pure state of Ace of Wands is about, we all have this inner pilot light. And we're born with it, and we're going to go out with it, and we can do things that help us defeat it, and we can do things that dim it. And so this card is basically saying, Judi, listen to your own energy. It's basically putting the ball back in your court. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Take a deep breath or two. And just really sink into your body, into your own energy. And, you might feel that's comfortable. It might be uncomfortable. Who knows? If you're out there listening, please do the same if you can. Don't do it if you're driving. And what we're looking for here is just that that inner space inside of us. And as you sink in, you might find that it's a lovely, quiet, placid situation in there. You might find there's some chaos going in there that you weren't aware of. Either way, it's fine. You're just going in. We're just observing. So what I'm going to ask you to do, Judi, is just whatever you're finding in there is all good. Just really sink in and watch. Just watch it for a minute. There may be some pictures. There may just be some sensations, but I'm going to give you some silence. And the question, if you're at home, you're wondering, what you can be asking, just really observe what's happening inside of you. And you might just want to ask big questions like, what are you trying to tell me? And I'm just going to give everybody a little bit of silence to do that. Just, coming back in, taking another really deep breath. If you're in the middle of something important, feel free to pause this and keep going. But otherwise, just taking a good deep breath and coming back whenever you're ready.
Well, that was really fast for me.
Okay.
Whoa. Immediately I was in a bunch of trash. And immediately this song, this lyric from a song by Jason Mraz came in my head. It's like we're picking up trash and dresses. So I was pissed. This as I'm going through the trash. In my head, I see this girl that's me wearing this like a pinafore dress, going through trash, and I find a diamond, and I'm still pissed, and I decided to throw it in the water, but it felt good, and then I sat down.
Okay.
Very weird,
All right.
but it felt
Not
like I
not a
needed to
clear
sit in my
message, exactly.
trash. I don't know, to me, it was I needed to sit in my trash.
Got it. To find the diamond. And given that that's also your last name, maybe to find yourself.
Yes, that's exactly the feeling. So,
Mm.
that was a
I love
easy
that because
answer.
this, moment to moment, that sensation of what's happening inside of me, whether it's good, bad, ugly, whatever it is, we're just we're just finding ourselves. And I
Yeah.
I think we can get so caught up. I've definitely had periods in my journey, and I can weave in and out of it today, where I'm really looking externally for what are the signs? Am I seeing a particular, set of numbers or whatever it is? Am I reading it right out there? And I forget that actually I have an inner compass right here. And it doesn't always give me exact answers, as the
Mhm.
trash thing shows. Um, but it's a more direct route, honestly, to what I'm looking for.
It's
Um,
it y exactly you gave me exactly what I needed. Thank you. I my gut was stay home. It always was stay home. But then that with that outside external, well, this friend wants to, yeah, is that a coincidence? Maybe it's, I need to go now. And that between the card and that meditation, no, I'm gonna go with my gut. So thank you.
awesome. Awesome. And I'm just gonna drop in one final thing, which is often when we get something like that, we then immediately return to the mind and we are like, what does this mean? What does this mean in terms of my next step? You know, just let it be. Just let it be you've got what you need for now. I know I want to stay home. Maybe that'll change. Who knows? But we've got what we're looking. And I don't know if your brain's like my brain, but my brain's like, all right, but what about the next 15 things? Can we sort
That's
those
it.
out too, please?
That's totally how my brain works, unfortunately.
So, sometimes we just need to quit when we're ahead.
Well, thank you. Gosh, it's amazing. Amazing what just a few minutes can do and change. That's
There you
one
go.
thing. What's next, as you said? Again, if you want this kind of really, it can be that simple and it can be also hard, but, tarotdoula.com, I mean, your site is filled with so many good things.
Yeah, and if you wanna learn tarot, if you wanna, um, have a reading, if you just wanna read some blogs, I'm on Substack too, Tarot Doula.
I
Keep
just
coming
learned
back.
about Substack now. I didn't even know it existed. Now I'm like, this whole new world has opened up for me. I'm like,
Now you know what the hell I'm talking about.
yes, I go, "Oh, that's what you're
Like,
talking about."
"Oh, that thing." Yeah,
Oh,
if you
that's
don't know
really
what
cool.
Substack is, it's a blogging platform plus. It's got some really cool stuff on it, and, a lot of it's free, some of it's behind a paywall, mine happens to be free, and it's a really cool platform, and it doesn't work with a bunch of weird algorithms. So,
Yeah. And if you can, hire Laura, that would be fantastic. But you do offer a lot of free stuff as
you're my
well.
are you my marketer?
I know I am, aren't I? You're your manager. I'm not
Yeah,
making a
she gets
penny.
a cut, guys, she gets a cut.
I get the no cut, no cut. And we do want you to subscribe, of course, to this tribe, our soul tribe, as we try to gain and get and grow bigger and bigger. And thank you so much.
Shift show.
Thanks, folks.
We are all, we are one. Join the light, let it flow.